Anna, your life designer, relationship, and results coach. And I am here to inspire you today to elevate your day in 7 minutes. So I'm excited that you're here because today I am going to be sharing with you very, very powerful vitamin A. So you want to stick around. I want to welcome you and I want to share with you this quote that I totally love. And I first got this from the inspiration from an amazing man named Tony Robbins. And it's changed my life viewing this in a different way. So what am I referring to is the power of your emotions, of the power of how you're going to feel at any given moment, right? So here is a quote of the day. Here's the inspiration of the day. And it is that you are 100% responsible on how you're going to feel at any given moment. Think about this for a second. And have you ever been feeling that is the circumstances, it is your family, it is your business, it is a pandemic, it's outside forces that are causing you to be and feel the way that you do today? Well, if you do, drop me a note, drop me a comment, let me know what is it that you think, because here's the reality of what I find, and I'm going to share with you, is that emotions are there. They're like the equipment, right? We have been given all emotions. They're there for you to feel, to experience. That's part of the human experience, those emotions. But here's the thing, you don't need to experience them all, or the negative emotions that I call like being below the line, right? The emotional law of gravity, as I call it. You need to do not much to feel down. Just need to turn on the TV first thing in the morning, tune into the news, and you'll be right there, right? Or focus on the things that are not serving you. So that is what we're talking about. But when you really want to experience the things that make you thrive, like the joy, the excitement, right? Peace of mind, what a concept. No stress, right? Or lower stress levels, right? And this is actually reminding you to lower your stress level. So whatever you want to experience is a choice. Now, what do we mean by that? Is we have it at times that it is others that really trigger us. They tag us. They make us experience things that we don't want, right? You have the one person that said what shouldn't have been said. We have the wrong person do the thing that they shouldn't have done. And now you are experiencing sourness. You are bitter, you're angry, you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, right? You're down, you're disappointed, you're disillusioned. Does that sound like familiar? How do I know? Because I talk to people on a regular basis, and these are the stories that I hear, right? So what is it that you want to do instead? You want to realize that it is your power of choice, the power of choice, that happiness is really a choice. Now, how do you say, well, you cannot only always feel happy, right? I had somebody tell me recently, Soraya, it cannot be this easy. It cannot be this simple that you just choose to be happy. And I said, why not? It is, because it is a choice. One of the greatest gifts that God has given you is the ability to choose, the ability to make choices. And your emotions is the same thing. We don't need to react to outside circumstances. We can respond to our intention. Where is it that I want to live? When I'm so clear on what I want, what is it that I want to experience every day, then I am clear in how I'm going to go about it. And you know how you do that? And how is it that happiness is a choice? Because you are 100% responsible of how you feel at any given moment. This is how happiness is a choice, is when whatever is happening around your world, whatever is going on with you, you can look at it and change the focus, change the meaning of that. Meaning is everything. It can mean you having a difficulty, right? You're having a challenge, not a problem, but a challenge, right? And when you're having a challenge and you're facing a difficult moment, you can see, what does this mean? What does this mean? Does it mean that I need to stay down? Does it mean that I need to feel disappointed, aggravated, frustrated, impotent, right? Like all of these feelings that we don't want to experience constantly. Does it really mean that? Or can it mean something different based on my internal commitment to me living a life that I love? So if I do that, then I'm not going to let outside circumstances. So things are going to happen, right? Martin Luther said, you cannot avoid a bird flying over your head. However, you can avoid for it to come and just create a nest on your head. And what does that mean? It means that as you cannot avoid the thoughts, right? We have like zillions of thoughts per day, 70,000 thoughts or so per day. So sometimes you cannot avoid that, but yes, you can change the meaning. You can you can reframe that. So something happens, you can say, oh my gosh, this is the end. Or something happens, you can say, you know what, this is the beginning of something. You can say, as I was telling you in the last episode, right? You can have something happen to you and you can come down, or you can say, how is this going to make me stronger? How am I going to learn from this? How is this going to become such an amazing lesson that I can grow from this? Right? So how do you do that? By reframing, by creating a different meaning, because meaning is everything. I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened for me that changed the meaning. And when I was very little, when I was super young, I was just crawling. And my dad couldn't really afford to give us a life that was just meeting all of our needs. So to say the least, we were facing hardships. And my mom, I was a baby at the time, and my mom was living in a boonies of a town in back home and in Mexico. And point of the story is she didn't have gas, which is what we run on, right? So she didn't have gas to cook. So she had a skillet, but she didn't have furniture. So what she did is she put a skillet on the floor with a burning soup, right, that she was cooking. And she put some chairs around because my brother was around. And my brother was a toddler. He was probably 2 years old and 2 or 3 years old. And I was around, but I was crawling. So I was a baby and I was trying to crawl. And my mom put those chairs so that my brother would be protected. But what she didn't realize is that I could go under the chairs. And you know what happened? I did exactly that. And I came crawling. And I remember that's my earliest memory. I am a crawling baby, and I can still see the skillet. I can see the chairs. I can see my brother sitting on the side and a little chair playing. And I see me walking towards that skillet. And if you're following me, you know it's coming next. What I did is I put my hands right there in the skillet and burn my hands, totally burn my hands. So now imagine this, I go through immigration, right? And they're like, okay, put your 4 fingers. And they're like, okay, do it again, press it aside, because I burned my hands. Now, I really never thought about it more than I burned my hands. That was it, right? But here's what I'm telling you. I went to an event that changed my life, and I reframed that event from being what I burned my hands, or maybe I could have thought and created a meaning that, oh my gosh, my mom was not careful. Oh my gosh, my mom I was not loved. I was not protected. I could create that meaning, which it really never occurred to me until I'm saying it right now, right? Because I have an amazing, loving mom. But I'll tell you what I did create around that, because I wanted to change the meaning, because meaning is everything. Meaning is everything. So what I did is I said, you know what? My mom didn't realize that I was such a go-getter that some chairs were not going to stop me. I am such a go-getter. And you watch me. I'm going to go and get that soup, even if you don't think about it, right? So I now felt like the power, the empowering of, man, nothing stops me. Watch me. Nothing stops me, because I reframe an event that could have been menial. There's events in your life that have destroyed you. There's events in your life that have brought you down. I was talking to one of my clients, and they were telling me, you know what, my family's doing this and I can't believe they do this. And I'm so disappointed. And I'm so disillusioned, right? Why did we reframe that? Why did we reframe? You know what's happening here? I have an opportunity to show up differently. I have an opportunity to see what's happening. I have an opportunity to look at the mirror and see, how am I showing up? Or is there something about me? Is there something about them? Is it an opportunity to love them? It's an opportunity to create something here, right? It's how you reframe it, because meaning is everything. And like I told one of my clients recently, reframing is chosen happiness. So any event, you can reframe it. Any event, you can take it and you can feel sour, you can feel disappointed, you can feel frustrated, but you can be happy, because happiness is a choice. And you, my friend, are responsible 100% of the times of how you feel at any given moment. This is my inspiration for you for today. And I'm asking you, I have a question for you. How is it that you are going to elevate your life today? Are you going to be sour because something happens, because things are going to happen and crud is going to hit the fan? Or are you going to reframe and choose to be happy, because that is what you can do. So this is my invitation for you for the day, to reframe, to choose happiness, to see what is it that you are going to focus at any given moment, because it is you who is responsible for how you feel at any given moment based on your commitment to be happy. So this is Soraya Tana. I'm inviting you to have a conversation with me. And if you're an entrepreneur and you want to grow your business, then I have an invitation. Come and join me in this group where we are going to go to the top. Come join me and I will see you there. So thank you for watching this. I will see you on Friday. Have an amazing day. Ciao, ciao.